Okay, so I'm back, and the bad case of jet lag is still sitting on my shoulder here. But I thought that today would be a great day to start off with the rolling tool cart. So I mentioned this, I think, in a couple videos already. It was a rolling tool cart that was pulled behind a bicycle at the Firestone factory. And the son of the guy that, I guess they actually made their own tool carts and their own tools in the factory. So the guy made this, he hooked this onto his bicycle and pulled it all around the factory. It had a security cage here to protect the tools. So I cleaned it up and repainted the sides of it and left a lot of the old paint around the trim, and it was looking pretty neat. I had this gate here, and I put like that faux flooring in it, and then there's like a little shelf here. And I thought it'd be a great bar cart for like an industrial interior. And there's a door in the back as well. So, but this factory is great for getting things dirty, if nothing else. So it rolls super easy, and it's the perfect thing for me. If I get one of those three-wheeled bicycles, I can hook this right on the back, and I'll be cooking with Crisco around here. I can bring the tools. So I'm gonna do a world record speed DIY conversion into a tool cart. So check this out. So I'm rocking this dirty headband that I found over and all that stuff, and I have the perfect use for it. Give me a second, let me get this wiped off. Okay, so that color's starting to come back from my original cleaning, and I think I'm gonna need a little moisture to get this job done. So I'm gonna go see if I can find something. There we go. Fresh water. I should make a YouTube channel about all my clever life hacks. So for the most part, this channel is about posting my struggles and strategies, and what doesn't work out and what works out for me. But occasionally I do have a tip that I can share with you guys. So there's a product called Flood Penetrol, and you can YouTube that. There's lots of videos about it. It's basically an additive that you put into paint that goes through a sprayer, and it helps it self-level, and it's clear, and it basically just makes a smooth throughput through your sprayer. But it works great as a sealant because it's clear. It's not too glossy, and but it does seal really well. So when I put that oil can on here and it leaked, that sealant saved it. So it didn't actually do any damage to the surface. The dirt and dust and grime on top of it was soaked through with oil, so I didn't have high hopes, but it just wiped right off. So very nice. Okay, next step. Done. Yeah, so not much to it. I'll be able to put all my power tools down here and around in the back, and then all of the hammers, pliers, cutters, all that stuff will go in these and sit on top. And really, it doesn't have to be too fancy, but it's going to be super helpful for me. Okay, let's get it loaded. Okay, in time, I'll be able to get it set up exactly how I want it, but yeah. Let's move on. Let's do something else. Okay, so the number one comment on my channel of all time after buy steel-toed shoes and get a dump trailer is that I need to get a block and tackle system. So I don't know if this technically qualifies for block and tackle, but it is a 2-ton chain hoist. And I have some videos coming up very soon where I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this thing. So we're gonna be taking some big stuff down. And yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm gonna pull this guy out and have a look at it. Ooh, that's got mill scale all over it. That is slimy. All right, so say what you want about Harbor Freight, but for $85, I have a 2-ton hoist, so which I'm gonna get a ton of use out of it. So, all right, and I have the perfect place for it. Okay, so I got oil off of this chain on my hand, and then I touched the lens on the camera, and it took me about 20 minutes to get that son of a gun cleaned off. So, yeah, what a pain. Anyway. Gotta be tidy. Okay, so we're gonna rock on with the rest of this stuff, and I saw a couple interesting things, so I'm gonna get super busy, and from time to time I'll stop and show you what I came across. So wish me luck, please. Okay, we got a light bright. Who remembers those? And be honest, how many of you took these little pegs that went in here and stuck them in a McDonald's drinking straw and tried to shoot your brother's eye out with them? I am speaking from experience. So as I'm looking at this stuff, I think today's gonna be half clean project and half treasure hunt. So yeah, here's a bunch of random kind of vintage stuff like kitchen aprons and vests. And I guess that's like a swimsuit top. So yeah, super random. I know that there are entire YouTube communities dedicated to sourcing, buying, and then reselling vintage clothing on eBay. So this stuff, I'm not sure if it really qualifies for super vintage. It's probably like mostly 80s stuff. So, and you know, that's the whole thing about this. Like, there is so much stuff here that, there is so much stuff here that just sucks to throw away. Like, you don't want to throw it away, but like, does anybody really want it? I mean, do they really want it? Oh my gosh. So Just one gigantic dilemma. So I found some more pottery, and I thought this would be a good thing to kind of pull out because I know a lot of people like this kind of stuff. And here's the label. It's kind of neat. And then this, I don't know if this is matching. That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not big on the ceramic and glassware stuff, but I can dig that for sure. Looks like we maybe got another one here. Yeah, no chips. So, looks like there may have been like a little mark there, but not legible. Yeah, let's see what's with that. Just an ashtray. That's like maybe mid-century, maybe? Okay, that's all for that box. So on second thought, those are kind of cool. So I've been putting stuff over here that can contrast my industrial stuff to give it like a softer edge. So whenever I do get around to making a booth at an antique show or something, then I'll have like a lot of layering and textures and different stuff of interest. So this will definitely come in handy. That's got my name on it. And this goes on the back of a church pew, I think. There's some like communion cup holders and place for the hymnals. Tennis racket. That's kind of a unique one. It's got like and this is hose. It looks like it is hydraulic hose. So big roll of that. That's kind of neat. So we've got like trash bags and trash bags full of Lord knows what. Full of like handbags and like handmade stuff. Here's like a skirt or something, like an old denim skirt. Super quirky stuff. So if somebody had like a costume shop or something, this would be the place to come. I'm not even gonna look in these bags. Does that irritate you? I've been to a lot of sales where I'm like, wow, they don't know the value of this stuff. But I totally get it now. I totally understand that like sometimes you don't care if you're gonna lose 20 bucks on something. You just want it out of your hair. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. So I'm just, putting it over in the sale. Okay, so I decided to make a trash pile over here. And I know you guys have told me again and again and again that the rule is only move things once. But I need to get that out of here so I can actually get the trailer in here that I'm taking to the dump. So I'm gonna allow myself that luxury of a 2-point move. I'm move it over here, and then I'm gonna pull in all that stuff is just going straight to the dump. Anything that goes in that pile. So what would be cool is to do like a live stream and go through the stuff with you guys and be like, dump or auction, and you guys can decide. That's about how much it really concerns me. I'll just put it in somebody else's hands. So, okay. This is kind of a neat vintage thing. This is University of Illinois. And I think this plastic thing, you'd like put it on your car window and then roll your window up and then drive around with your hat. Or with your flag. So, never seen one of those up close. I've seen them on cars before, but. So we got this box of random length old belts. So, yeah, I don't know what to do with those because if somebody's looking for a belt, they're looking for an exact belt, right? And who buys a ton of belts? Okay, somebody might need one. I'll just put them in the auction. So this thing is an old chair. Good grief. It's too far gone, I think, just to be a chair. Look at that. Man, they don't make things like they used to. The fact that this thing still exists is a testament to how they used to do things. Look at that. Yeah. Well, worst case scenario, that would make an awesome lamp base. Just missing one caster. I think I have one that'll work for it, so. Remember these old heavy duty wood frames from like the 80s? Everybody in my trailer park had one. A bed just like these. So, looks like we got, yeah, 2 complete sets, because there's 4 of these short guys and 2 of these long ones, so. Huh. Okay, so what do we got here? Some kind of a hat. That is a trippy shirt. Oh, some, ooh, glassware. Masons. That's got some crackling going on. That's kind of neat. Japan. It's kind of neat. I was not expecting glassware in this box. '85, all division champions. That's when everybody was going crazy over the Bears. Remember that? The Bears. Okay. Oh, that looks like Viking, doesn't it? Probably not. Okay. That's it. Okay, now back there, we got a bunch of paint cans, and then we've got a pile of paint cans there. We had a local person that said they were an artist come in and went through all those, and I guess those cans actually have usable paint in them, and they were going to come back and get them, but they never did. They opened up every can, and all of those are completely hardened. So I guess they can be smashed down and thrown away since they're not fluid chemicals. I don't know what the rule is about that, so I'll have to Google that and find out. So here's a gigantic cat bowl. Looks like there's no chips in it, believe it or not. And I know sometimes that quirky artwork stuff can be really super collectible, but doesn't seem like that's an artist made in Thailand. So, but still got its charm. Yeah. Well, finders keepers, I guess it is official. I found this piece of brass that says I am an official United States taxpayer. When the audit man comes around, I'll just flash that badge and everything will be all cool. Okay, this is some kind of, let's see what this guy is here. I think it's a cover for some kind of equipment. It says hot point on it. So I'm guessing that covered up something, some pipe or some valve or who knows what. So, okay, I think I've got a little sweeping to do. There's a dress. This thing looks like it's handmade, but you can tell it's like heavy cotton. So, huh. Okay, so inch by inch by inch, moving forward. I've been traveling to Europe since 2000. And I must have made that trip 50 or 100 times. And I do not remember when I was younger that jet lag hit me this hard. And I guess it's just one more thing that age does to you. So I am totally exhausted. So I'm going to call that a day. And we still have a bunch more treasures to go through. So I'll just keep going through it and keep posting. And very shortly, I'm going to be making a trip to pick up something for one of the biggest projects of this building yet. So look out for that video coming up really soon. So, all right, talk to you guys soon. It's bedtime.